would that I have nothing to say, because we all have bad days, and you should document them. You know, I'm not claiming to represent anyone with a serious problem, but I am representing the way that life consistently grinds you down. It's like Eastwood says, you know, to have everything to kill a man, to take away everything he's got and everything he'll ever have. And yet, you have days when it just seems attractive. Death seems attractive, like, you know, not in a Scarlett Johansson Lost in Translation kind of way, but in a rich and, you know, a surreal and wonderful way, like Celine and Julie go boating. I just want to know what it's about, because it's like, you know, you commute to work and it's like you could have your choice of 1 to 999 preferred jobs if the economy was sane and you know, your little village or town was a sane microcosm of, you know, supply and demand, just the concept of supply and demand. And yet, no, you've got to settle for your 1000th favourite job, and you've got to commute to it because everything's finessed in favour of yuppies. And, you know, sorry to not be functioning manic depressive and have problems that actually, you know, relate to things you can put into bullet points, but, you know, what can you do? And you get those when you wake up and you just, you know, there's just everything. You know, no fielding in British Bake Off. You know, that's making the king of bourgeois. And, you know, you put on the radio and making mechanics in the living years. You know, you've just got to put your hand over your ears because you can't deal with it. You know, school funding in the news. Oh, just because we happen to be school teacher union leaders, let's make a fuss to the government because we don't know that the NHS exists. We can't be bothered to think about it. Oh, and by the way, NHS 0, HS 1, it's just a consistent nightmare. You know, I like the book of Job, you know, in the Bible, and yet the moral seems to be, you know, either commit suicide or learn this simple spiritual lesson, and yet, you know, you've got to draw the conclusion. It's like God is not conscious, because if he is, he'd be ashamed, and yet at the same time, he's interested in us conscious beings. So what's that about? And I want the new season of season 3 of The Leftovers. I'm ready for that show, because if there's the slightest reality to the idea of a rapture, it needs to happen very, very soon. Anyway, you know. Oh yeah, Man United. You put a bet on Man United to win 3+ goals, which any other season in history, you know, you'd get a return, but they just get, you know, either lose or win by a paltry score, like 1-0, or Chelsea with their super hands, tramp face.